Hi, my baby. It's your baby Jorgeous. Now get your drag race fix at page 6. Ah!
Hi, I'm Jason.
I'm Brian.
And welcome back to Work Room Weekly. We have made it to the grand finale.
The Tournament of All-Stars final episode.
Oh my goodness. All-Stars 10, we have reached the finish line.
Which is why we coordinated our gay sports outfits.
Yes. Category is...
Rugby, mama.
Yeah, DL, trade, rugby, sports, eleganza, extravaganza.
We're also giving family resemblance.
Yeah,
my favorite, runway challenge.
Yes, absolutely. 100%. Oh my goodness. Okay, so this episode started with them revealing our wild card winner, and they actually teased this in the first look, which I was surprised at. None other than Kerri Colby. What were your thoughts?
First of all, she fit into the suit perfectly.
Yeah.
Those are on the wall the whole season, and finally they're like, well, if we got one girl that can slink into this spandex thing, it's going to be Kerri. And she looked snatched and pulled. At some points, I thought her eyes were fully shut.
No, she came back. She gave us that All-Stars 2.0. Mama, look. Yeah, she looked great.
I was happy to see her back.
I was happy to see her back. A little sad that Mistress was not the one who was returning.
I mean, there were several robbed queens this season. I think, Tina Burner would have been a fun, comeback. I think, obviously, Denali would have been a great comeback for a lip sync Lollapalooza. But hey, happy to have Kerri there.
But before we get into the finale lip sync extravaganza, it's revealed that the Rate a Queen system is back for All Stars. I don't know how I'm feeling about this.
I hate Rate a Queen. It feels so petty. And I also feel like strings are being pulled behind the scenes.
Yeah, so with this one specifically, the girls are told that they have to rank the girls based on who they think their biggest lip sync competition is, and the results will determine who faces off against each other in the Lollapalooza.
And it's a seeded bracket, but the girls don't know that when they're rating the queen.
And that's kind of shady because I think the girls, were ranking obviously, well, I thought they were ranking based on ability, and then Aja was 6 out of 8, which, girl, I've got concerns with that. But yeah, so the girls ranked each other, and then we find out that in the Maxi Challenge, we have 7 lip syncs, and we find out that, like you said, it's a seeded bracket, meaning 1's going against 8, 2 versus 7, 3 versus 6, 4 versus 5, and the girls didn't know this, so you couldn't really be strategic with it. I don't know. We were off to not a good start.
It feels like the front runner is always going to have the upper hand and Ru's gonna pick them, and that's sort of what happened.
Kind of, yes, because we go into our first lip sync, which is the first place person, Ginger, going against the 8th ranked person, Kerri, which not really surprised. I mean, everyone knows that, Ginger's good at her style of lip syncing, and Kerri being the wild card pick, her coming in as a ranked at 8 didn't really surprise me, but it also was like, really, like, we've spent this long talking about this like wild card system, and Kerri gets ranked 8th, and Kerri loses.
She comes in sort of wearing a Mortal Kombat, Halloween costume, and she doesn't really do much with it. And there's even a comment like she should have pulled her bun out and revealed, all of her ponytail. There just really wasn't any drama for this, and Ginger wins.
Yeah. And we should obviously mention that the song they picked was Disease by Lady Gaga, which a lot of the other girls were a little jealous that Ginger took that off the table.
Aja
right
was
off
furious
the top.
because she looked like Lady Gaga. Can we talk about the looks real quick?
Yeah. The looks were amazing.
My favorite look was Aja. She looked like Mother Superior.
Yeah.
She looked like Lady Gaga in this glittery nun outfit. I was living.
For me, it was definitely Lydia. This was giving All Stars worthy. She looked regal. She was giving Disease. She was giving Abracadabra.
She had a mace.
It was so good. No.
Also, I don't want to put this in your head, but Lord Licorice from Candyland?
No, don't. No, it's too good. Too good.
She is giving Lord Licorice from Candyland.
Oh my gosh, no. But we got to go back. Okay, so Ginger picks Disease, and I gotta say, if we're talking about looks, Ginger was giving kind of sexy. Like Ginger in that blonde wig with that denim outfit, I was like, why are you kind of out sexifying Kerri in this? Kerri was in her like cocktail dress, and I was like, I don't know. But yes, okay, so Ginger wins the first round lip sync, which again, like I said, it sucks that this wild card pick was literally here for 20 seconds. Like I said, we had been building up this hype all season long. If anything, we should have put her in like when the merge happened, you know, let her have competed in the past 2 episodes. It just felt like a waste. I don't know. It just wasn't my favorite. So then we go into the second lip sync, which is 2nd ranked Lydia against 7th ranked Irene. Lydia gets to pick the song. She picks Joyride by Kesha. Great song. This is where I think we're like picking up pace in these lip syncs.
I was surprised Irene was ranked so low, but then when you watch her lip sync, she is kind of clumsy with the reveal and she has this cloak and she's taking it feels like the outfit was wearing her. Yeah. Where Lydia was sort of in the moment more and, of course, wins.
Yeah, she did win. I thought they were both so captivating, though. Like, I was like, their face cards, both of them, just like unclockable. Like, Irene's in this like all pink, you know, makeup. They both look so good. I found myself. This is where I was like, I don't want to see either of them go. Like, this was the first one where I was like, this is going to be painful to say goodbye to one of them because they both had performed so well. But then, obviously, Irene had a slip up in the lip sync, which kind of the kiss of death. And I was like, all right, I can see where this is going. And ultimately, like you said, Lydia was the one who advanced.
And Irene bowed out with grace. She said, I'm the best 16th place winner ever.
Yes,
I love that.
100%. So then we go into the third lip sync. This is 3rd ranked Jorgeous against 6th ranked Aja.
If it's just about who's the best lip syncer, Jorgeous should have been number 1. That's why I'm suspicious about all this.
Yeah, that's where I'm like, I like I said, I can see where they're putting Ginger high, but like, no, if we're talking about who needs to be in the top 3, it was Aja and it was Jorgeous.
Absolutely.
So having Aja 6th, it just made me think that like they knew that the only person that could take out Aja was probably Jorgeous. So they had to find a way to like get them paired up against.
In fact, I wrote it down. Aja said, "F all you bitches."
All you bitches who voted me that low. Y'all really played today.
Because she was experiencing some nonsense up there.
No.
6th place, it doesn't make sense. This is the girl that can death drop off a box. Like, no.
Yeah, I know. So Jorgeous gets to pick the song. She picks Party Lights by Natalie Cole. I mean,
throwback.
Yeah. Jorgeous is really giving this. Like, she is like twirling. She is like, people are like audibly like wowing at her performance. And you can tell like all the cutaways of Rue, he's just like in a trance watching Jorgeous. And like, you know, Aja was giving it. I think her like reveal, the nun outfit, while it was great, I don't think she like got out of it quick enough, where Jorgeous like did her reveal and she was just full mobile across the stage and was able to fully turn it. Right. Where Aja, I think like the timing was a little off.
Aja was giving gospel, but Jorgeous was giving disco.
Yeah.
It's a disco song.
And I just couldn't help but think, I was like, this girl is an Energizer bunny, little Jorgeous. Like, she is just the one that can't stop. It is crazy watching her. And obviously she wins.
Yep.
Very deserved, I think, in my opinion. Then we get into our 4th lip sync, which is 4th ranked Daya against 5th ranked Bosco. This got emotional off the top. I mean, these are 2 best friends who it was giving very Jujubee Raven when they're like doing Robin Dancing on My Own, like 2 best friends just going up against each other.
Yeah, I actually thought Daya was going to give us some sort of big confession. You know, there was like, you know, maybe they're in love, maybe they're a couple, like something was, you know, brewing, but you know, she said, I just don't want to lip sync it against my family member, you know? And it was a beautiful moment.
Yeah. And then Bosco gets to pick the song and she says, you know, I have to put myself first in this decision. And she picks Show Me How You Burlesque. Sorry, I wrote these notes
Christina
at 6 in the
Aguilera
morning.
from the movie Burlesque.
Yes. Yeah. And and oh my goodness. I mean, Bosco came out in this Vegas showgirl headpiece that was stunning.
The perfect outfit to lip sync pick the whole episode.
Yeah, she takes her coat off and is just drenched in jewels. I am fully gagged by this. And then when she takes that headpiece apart into burlesque fans, the jaw was dropped. Yeah. Everyone was like this was her moment.
Daya didn't stand a chance.
I mean, well, I'll give her, Daya was turning it out in her own way, but I'm so glad that Bosco had this moment to like just give it. Like this is the takeaway from this episode for me, in my opinion. Her on the floor with those fans. I mean, RuPaul's Drag Race needs to thank Bosco for the performance that she gave on that stage.
Oh my
gosh. It
gosh.
was so good.
Tits out, spread eagle, and yet still classy.
Oh, it was so...
It's a hard, line to toe, and Bosco did it all season. And I think, for me, she's like the secret low-key winner of the whole season.
Yeah, no, and I'm so glad that she did win this and she got to advance, meaning that we go into our 5th lip sync, which was Bosco against Ginger. And you can see in her face when they say you're going against Ginger, she's almost like her life is flashing before her eyes because she knows what might be afoot.
Ginger's the front runner, and then Ginger has this very strategic moment.
Ginger gets to pick the song.
And she picks Pink.
Raise Your Glass.
Which is like the song you hear at the end of every wedding.
Yeah, it's like so momcore.
It's
like
basic bitch, and Bosco is half naked on the stage. She looks so underdressed for the occasion, and Ginger looks like the fun aunt, the funt.
Yeah, the fun. Literally, she's out there like with her air guitar. She's fist bumping. She's giving her like gooning faces. Like it is just like, I'm like, girl, what the hell?
This song really helped Ginger, because in this moment, before the song, I thought, gosh, Bosco could kick out Ginger and could win the whole thing, or one of the other queens could end up winning, but no, Ginger takes it.
And I thought it was funny. Bosco does say, at least I did better than Irene and Daya on her way out. She did bow out gracefully. She said, at least I did better than my 2 friends, which was kind of cute. So then we go into our 6th lip sync, which is Jorgeous v. Lydia. Mommy's favorites, the teacher's pets to the front of the room, please. Time for you to have a rematch.
The Gen Z off.
The Gen Z off. They are doing Whenever, Whatever by Shakira, which was kind of hilarious that Lydia revealed herself to be a Shakira stan. What do you even call a Shakira stan? Like a hipper? like a Sunny Angel hipper? Like, I don't know what, but I was like, okay, whatever. Yeah, this was... Jorgeous did a great job. Jorgeous
looked like she could have been on stage at a Shakira show as a backup dancer.
Yeah, like
she was doing the full, body roll, hips don't lie dance move. Lydia I had to laugh because Lord Licorice was crawling on her hands and knees, and I was just laughing because it just looked so out of place.
Yeah,
it didn't seem like Lydia seemed so serious and like the goth kid at prom in this moment, and Jorgeous just looked like a star.
Yeah, it was giving like Wednesday, like just at the prom. She was giving more camp, whereas Jorgeous literally like pulled her out and was like giving full sex
on the look at that my breasts are small and humble, so you don't confuse them with mountains. My favorite Shakira lyric. It's so bonkers.
Yeah, but Jorgeous ends up winning this. And that means that our final lip sync for the crown is between our picks, Jorgeous v. Ginger.
That's right. It's who we thought would be in the finale.
Yeah.
This feels right for the whole, season, but it is a bit of a like obvious result.
Yeah. So we go into this, and the song is It's Raining Men by the Weather Girls. And I was sitting there before this, and I'm like, what song are they going to pull that Ginger can do her silly faces to and pull this win out? And It's Raining Men was that. I mean, it was one that like Jorgeous served on it. Like it's a song that like wasn't fully in it was in Ginger's wheelhouse, but it wasn't like a Ginger handout. Like I could have seen Jorgeous turning it, and she did. I think she gave Ginger a run for her money in it.
And to be fair, this is a song every drag queen on planet Earth has done before.
Yes,
this
100%.
is a song that is a fixture at every gay bar. And a little fun fact about It's Raining Men, it was co-written by Paul Schaefer. Do you know who Paul Schaefer is?
No.
He was the longtime sidekick piano player for David Letterman.
What?
He was like secretly this like comedic genius. And the song, go home, listen to the lyrics of It's Raining Men. It is a full-on sketch comedy like masterpiece. It's very funny.
Love that.
And
oh my
so
gosh.
It's a handout, in my opinion, in this moment to Ginger.
Yeah, and Ginger pulls out one last time all her tricks in terms of, like making fun of like the person she's going against, which like I'm over that at this point.
A lot of
like,
eye rolls and big like, oh.
eye rolls, like, you know, mocking like the split that, you know, Jorgeous does.
Yeah,
And
Jorgeous does a death drop, and then immediately afterwards, perfectly timed, Ginger then pretends to badly do a cartwheel and then goes, I can't do that.
And Ru is eating it up. Ru is hee-hawing the whole way home.
We had Reba McEntire on stage. That's who really won.
No.
Reba. Reba won. Y'all.
Reba clawed her way to the crown because we find out that Ginger ended up taking this crown, and
Finally.
she is our All-Stars 10 winner.
After being on 3 previous seasons of Drag Race, she fourth time's a charm.
I know. I heard rumblings of people like if it was going to be a Ginger Jorgeous battle of a double crowning, would you have like wanted to see that a la, you know, All Stars 4,
Yeah,
Trinity
Monet.
and Monet?
That's right.
Like it wouldn't have been the first time.
I'd be okay with that.
I would have been kind of okay with that too, but I don't know. I mean,
I feel a little bit bad for Ginger because the internet is not on her side.
no, and
The producers and RuPaul are very much on Ginger's side.
Oh, yeah. They cooked one last meal for Ginger in that last episode. But, I mean, we do have to say that, like, yes, you may feel whatever way you want to about the producers and, you know, what's gone on behind the scenes of this season, but you cannot take away that Ginger served it up.
A star.
Like, Ginger came back a 4th time. She still had to compete just like everyone else and turned out a lip sync, turned out the challenges. That run, like I said, like to have those winning and high placements.
The most of anyone in
I think
All-Stars
I think
10,
she's tied like in Drag Race history across international franchises. Like she now has like statistically one of the highest ranks of all time. So when you look at that, it's indisputable, you know?
It was a landslide.
It was a landslide. And I just hope that like people can like give grace and like show love and, you know, realize that the girls turned it out, you know, all these girls. But, you know, this was Ginger's season to win.
And the real win is for the Drag Race fans because the All-Stars, Tournament of All-Stars format seems to be here to stay. It was so much more fun. The queens really got to shine in their individual brackets so much more than like a typical All-Stars season. And I like can't wait for another tournament. Like if they don't do another Tournament of All-Stars, they're idiots.
No, I think it's here to stay. And like you said, we get to see so much more of these queens. I would have loved like a final runway. That's like, hey, Paramount, I'm giving you a suggestion. Bring back all the girls at the end of the lip syncs. Like I would have loved a final runway. I would have loved to see all the girls, like the orange bracket, like that we saw 2 months ago. Like let the girls walk like we do in a finale.
Well, speaking of-
and then let them like watch the lip syncs or something. I would have loved that.
Speaking of extra looks, we didn't talk about Angie.
Oh yes, yeah. No, she
Very cool.
Looked gorge.
Like a chess piece.
Yeah. She looked regal, and I loved how she took her time. She said, "You're gonna watch me take every step down this runway. I'm going to embrace my reign for as long as I can."
But we have a new All-Star, and it is Ginger Minge.
Ginger Minge, All Stars 10 winner. She's in the Hall of Fame. There she is.
You can't take it away from her. And we just want to thank you guys for sticking with us for the last 12 episodes, 10 episodes, however many. And we're going to keep doing Workroom Weekly and covering all the hot goss and any other, you know, Drag Race shows that are coming up. We're going to be recapping them right here on page 6.
Yes. So keep it here. Thanks, you guys, and we'll see you next time.
Thanks for watching. Make sure you catch RuPaul's Drag Race All Stars on Paramount Plus. Ah!